my shit sounds all distorted. You keep saying that. I want something good. Then on your free time, go fix the wires. That saver plays well.
Yeah, for real.
The good ones only.
Hell yeah.
And we're live. Welcome to another episode of Daniel's Best Podcast. I'm your host, Rob Vega, a.k.a. Robberryy, a.k.a. Dad. Before we continue, can you please like, subscribe, comment, share with your friends? We'd all really appreciate it. Back to the show. We got my co-host in here, Evo.
Shit, yeah. What's good, yo?
Late as usual. And then we got Feener in here, returner.
Yeah, what's up, baby?
A little bit of a fan favorite over
For
here.
real, motherfucker. Damn.
Yeah.
Just take my spot. Go ahead.
I'm about to, motherfucker.
It's already
Go
there.
ahead, motherfucker.
We recorded. Eva was so late today. We recorded a podcast before he showed up.
Yeah,
Some
for real.
shit. Yeah,
Yep.
a solid hour.
Yeah.
I'm still waking up from that nap.
Actually, I'm actually curious to know, like, is everything okay at home or what?
My house?
Yeah, what's going on? Yeah.
Like, what?
You stressed or what?
Nah, dog. I've been cool.
Yeah?
Been chilling.
Because you canceled on us. We had a schedule
Oh, yeah.
to record one on Friday at 7.
Yeah.
And then Evo decided, as the boss, to tell everyone that we're going to reschedule for Sunday at 7 o'clock.
I just thought it would be a better fucking day because, I don't know, Friday was just,
When I called you, you were high as fuck.
yeah, it was.
Chilling.
Yeah, it was.
Didn't
It
tell
was
me.
okay, well, it's been a long fucking week, dog. Long week, working
Speak
tents
on it.
and shit
Speak on
all
it.
week.
Yeah.
You know, I have to make up for that shit.
Uh-huh.
But, yeah, dude, I just been tired.
Yeah.
Just been, like, not fucking feeling it. Just
Not
going to
motivated.
Work. Yeah, dog. I mean, 10-hour days, that's just a long fucking day, you know? All
Yeah.
week,
Uh-huh.
it's just heavy on you, dog. I
Yeah.
was supposed to work Saturday, but I ended up doing that shit, so
Right.
I took the day. I said I'd take the weekend off. I don't care.
Yeah. And so you work in 10-hour days.
Yep.
And then me and Feener, we got our jobs outside our jobs.
Jobs
So,
outside your jobs?
Yeah, we got the editing, and then he got his
Oh, yeah.
clothes.
Oh, yeah.
You got 10 hours. That's it.
Yeah, that's it right now.
You crying over here?
I'm crying. Well, it was fucking, I had all last week off, motherfucker.
Yeah.
So
Off?
it was, yeah.
So you should be fucking...
That's what
You
I had
should-
thought, motherfucker.
right? Refresh.
That's what I had thought, bro. I was like, well, I'm ready to go back to work. Go back to work. It's fucking 10-hour days. I was like, damn, this is hell.
Oh,
Coming back
Lord.
from not working all week, dog. Dude, my
Yeah.
fucking legs killing me, dog. I got new tool bags. I got to break in. Those motherfuckers hurt my hips all week.
I love you, dog, but
You
you're
know?
going to have that fucking... That dog mentality.
Of
where,
course.
like,
Oh, I stuck
where-
it through, though, dog. I didn't have to work 10s. I've made myself work those 10s.
Okay.
You know,
Yeah.
that was an option.
I'll give you that.
I said, all right, fuck it. I need
Yeah.
to get back on my feet, motherfucker.
Uh-huh.
Shit been broke for the past 2 weeks.
Yeah.
You know?
I just wanted an explanation. That was it. You know
That
what I
was
mean?
it.
And the thing is like whether I think or Feener thinks that it's not valid, everyone's different.
This motherfucker.
You know what I mean?
It was valid for me, dog.
That's what I'm saying, and that's what I'm saying. By
Yeah.
saying it, it might even help you make you feel better about it. You
There
know?
it is. That's the story, bro, and I'm sticking to it.
All right, whatever. It is what it is. All
Motherfucker.
right, that's
But you know we're not doing it on some, like, better shit. We're doing it on some,
Yeah.
like, you're better than that shit.
No, I know that.
Exactly.
I know that, but it's just been that week. It's just been fucking.
But I get it. I get
I
it.
don't know.
Sometimes you just, like, tap, whether it's mentally, physically, all,
Yeah.
you know,
You
all
just
the
have to.
above. You're
Yeah.
just like, I need fucking some rest.
That was it, dog, for real, because it was like. And then I had mom's was gonna come over, or she wanted us to come over Saturday.
Saturday.
So I was
yeah.
like, damn. So I got to get that shit going. So
Yeah.
it was just a fucking crazy.
Are
weekend.
you stressing about the holidays?
And that too. That's every year, dog.
Yeah,
Holidays
yeah.
is just for this shit ain't even.
I feel
fucking,
like that's an added weight
Mhm.
that's not physical. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I
like
mean-
that alone can kind of just like
Yeah.
fuck you up.
Well, 'cause I spend a lot of money, dog. So it's like
Yeah.
I had to come back up again on the holidays and shit.
Yeah,
It's just
exactly.
crazy. You got my truck. I get it registered already. Smog it. It's
And
just that time of year, dog.
Yeah,
So
and it
everything
was
adds up.
and it was interesting too. Is like I mean, I still get tight sometimes, and it's like if
Yeah.
you're tight in the holidays, that's like
yeah, it's even worse.
yeah, you're like fuck,
You know, and then we got our shit going down next weekend, so we gotta do a fucking gift exchange for our party.
yup.
Damn.
Yeah.
And I
That's
didn't
next-
even know nothing.
What?
Damn, come motherfucker, come through.
The host didn't say nothing.
What?
Oh, yeah,
Fuck you,
we're still-
motherfucker? You
we
go to
still
work
didn't-
with him.
We still we don't work together the same job though.
We
Okay,
haven't
okay.
been.
No.
So like I mean, it's like our friends can go, right? Any friends
Any
can
friends,
go.
yeah.
Where is
Okay,
it
yeah,
at?
I'm gonna have it here.
Oh, I'll come to kick it.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Just bring a fucking little gift and fucking.
Does everybody already know they're like assigned Secret
It's not
Santa?
a
Nah.
gift exchange. It's a white elephant.
Oh, okay. What's the limit on the?
Like 20, 30.
$30, yeah. I
Nothing
guess 30,
crazy.
yeah.
I'm going straight to the sex shop. For
That's
my
what I'm
shit.
gonna do too.
Look out for my present.
At least it was fun. At least our gift exchange was fun. You know.
Seriously.
Honestly, on some real shit, you could probably get like one of those choker leashes because if it's a dude, she could use. He could use
It's
it
a
on-
unisex.
Yeah,
It's a
he could use
unisex
it
gift.
because majority females they love that shit.
Yeah.
That, like that kinky shit. But a
Hell
lot
yeah.
of people they're not willing. I don't know why. A lot of times sex is like so taboo. But
Yeah.
the way I look at it, sex and food are really
Oh,
the
shit.
only
Jesus
two
Christ.
things. They're the only two things everybody walking this earth can like relate on.
Okay, yeah, I see what
You
you're
know,
saying. Yeah,
on sex and food. 'Cause
Yeah.
everybody loves fucking, and
Everybody
everybody
likes food. Yeah.
Everyone
everybody
likes
like-
fucking food.
Yeah, and then I just don't know why it's so taboo. Like,
Yeah. Do
You
you
could
like
be-
mixing sex and food?
I've
yeah.
never tried it. I remember
Yeah?
that Seinfeld episode where
Uh-huh.
fucking George Costanza was eating a sandwich in bed because he just said that he was mixing the best of both worlds.
Okay.
That's what I think of
Okay. Yeah.
every time. Have you?
No, it's honestly like it's not my preference. For some reason, when I think about sex and food, it doesn't gross me out, but it makes me I lose my appetite for both. For whatever reason, yeah. Like when if you're mixing both the food and sex, for whatever reason, like I don't get hungry when I see it, and then like I don't get hornier when I see food there. I think I'll do it just because, like, all right, like just fuck around, but it's not gonna turn me on.
Like,
you know what I mean?
We're talking food as in like sexy food, like whipped cream, chocolate covered strawberry.
Yeah.
Or are we talking like fucking a 4-course meal? Where's the salad and steak and shit?
I better be eating sushi off her or something. It could be like that.
Well, see,
for
I'm
me.
talking about sexy food, like
Like
even
whipped cream and
yeah,
shit.
like even then, it's like I'll do it just to play around,
Yeah,
but it won't
yeah,
turn
yeah.
me on. You know what I
Fucking
mean?
The edible panties and shit.
Right, like
It's
like I think that goes against my diet, but I'll go for it. You know what I'm
gross.
saying?
Yeah, I've done that shit too, but it's like it's always better on TV, or it's always like when
Yeah.
you shower with your significant partner. It's like nobody likes to shower with their partner because
Not really,
there's
yeah.
always one person not getting the water. It's fucking
Usually
cold.
the
It's
guy.
always the guy.
Usually the guy.
I'm fucking cold.
cold in the corner and shit. Like, god damn.
All shriveled up.
Put that shit on fucking sprayed. Not
Yeah, or some shit. You know,
But
that's
then
funny.
the whipped cream, you know, I've tried that shit and
Yeah.
it was just sticky everywhere. It was just
Yeah.
Right?
terrible. It
Okay,
was
yeah. So it
terrible.
wasn't. Oh, okay. See, so I don't think I've tried it. I would be down. None of my women that I've ever been involved with have ever brought it up. However, I heard like a horror story about it one time. Like, so this girl, I don't know where I saw it. It was a long time ago. I think it was like on MySpace. I don't know what the fuck. Maybe not. I'm tripping.
Fucking Tom.
Yeah, I know, right? And so this girl put like whipped cream around her vagina, and then the guy ate it. Yeah, right. That's a no, right? And so, like, I guess it kind of got inside, and she got worms.
Oh shit! I was
Yeah.
expecting a UTI. Goddamn
Well, for
worms.
sure, you UTI. Yeah, but I guess like she would sporadically, and it happened like a few days later, like throughout a couple. I don't know, maybe like a week later, she went to go get it checked out because she was getting like these random orgasms on their own, and she didn't know why. And then she went to go get it checked out. Yeah, and it was
I've got worms.
I got worms. Yeah, so she had to go get that shit taken care of. But
I would think
I probably just turned everyone off with food and sex with that story. But
Next
but
topic.
honestly, like that doesn't like scare me away, but that might be the reason why I just don't like it. Self-consciously, I'm kind of just like I don't like mixing the two.
Yeah.
Maybe I don't know, but
I mean, you could squeeze some fucking whipped cream on my shit. That's different. though.
See, you think,
That's a
think
little
it's
different.
cool until
You get
just,
worms.
Like, worms in your
I got
fucking
worms.
pee hole.
yeah,
for
or
real.
something.
I gotta
Yeah.
shower up on this noise.
Yeah, that shit's wild.
I don't. It's not my like cup of tea.
Cup of tea, right? Yeah, me
Hey,
neither,
but
yeah.
shout out to those freaky bitches out there.
Yeah.
On some real shit.
Shout
Like-
out, yeah.
Like most of men, they're down for whatever, but it's always 100 times sexier when the woman proposes it. She brings it up. Like, of course,
That's true.
You know, dog's gonna be a dog. You know, he just want to get his whistle.
He
wet.
down. That's what I'm saying. Like I'll do it. You know.
Yeah, exactly. I'll do, but then when she like brings it up, it's a different story. It's like, oh, okay. Yeah.
You're right. Yeah,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
when they initiate it.
That's
Yeah.
kind of
Right.
hot.
Yeah, it is.
That's a turn
I
off.
love
that they're just down, even if you don't like it, type of shit. You know.
Lately, I've been with this victim, and everything we say is like, I was thinking that. I was thinking that too.
Cool.
I'm like, are you really thinking that shit, or are we just both psychos? You know, like,
Well, that means y'all have both the same sex language. There's some sex
Ooh.
language where, you know, she wants to be touched more than affirmated. She wants to be, you know, like given sweet nothings more than spanked. You know?
Oh, okay.
Because what I've realized is many women, every woman is different. A lot of guys, to be honest, a lot of dudes are the same.
Right.
In front.
Yeah.
But I notice every woman is just different in their own way.
Yeah.
It's a
For
trip.
sure, yeah. Well, it was funny because my catfish actually put me onto that. She was telling me, like, oh, like, what's your love language? Take this test, all that shit. Yeah, so I took this little test, and and basically what she said, so what my love language was is, like, I prefer, am I giving out my secrets here? Should I not be doing this right now? I mean, I don't really care. Basically, what it was about was I prefer, it was spending time with your significant other rather than like showering them with gifts and shit like that.
Okay.
Like type of shit. Yeah, like that's what mine is. Like you don't need to do that. Just I care about quality time more than shit.
Yeah,
so,
I'm on that boat too.
My language is fucking just affection. Like if she's touching me, rubbing my back, I fucking love that shit.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
like,
and I
real.
think that was my secondary one because they broke them down.
Okay.
So and I think there was 4. It was the spending time with them, and then intimacy, and then something else I forgot. But the giving gift was the last one for me.
Yeah.
But I forgot what that third one was. But so obviously they probably have like better defined names for them. But that was just my shit. But
maybe that third one was confirmation, because a lot of women just love to be told how much they're appreciated or adored.
Oh, okay.
Because they're all like a plant, you know. You want to flower that plant, and you want to bring them up.
Right.
Because they're so... Women are just their own breed to where they're kind of fragile, but yet strong.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
So the moment you start breaking them down, they're going to break down like that.
Yeah.
And that's why when so many arguments happen, they're so quick to bring up some bullshit.
Yeah.
Because, unfortunately, negative shit always sticks to our mind a lot more and a lot more vivid than the positive shit.
Right.
I don't know why.
And I think that's the important thing about understanding a woman's love language, because the thing for me is, in my past relationship, like, I was able to, I mean, she was a master manipulator, first of all, and our our relationship was based off that. But she's the one who initiated that energy, so then I just reciprocated it, and so I just made sure I was the one in charge because I was the man. But it was weird because I couldn't do both. I think because she didn't know what she wanted, and because I was like her first boyfriend, honestly. But what was interesting was, even though I manipulated the situation to where she would want me no matter what, but we still had problems.
Yeah.
Like, you don't do this or you don't do that, you don't do that. But I was still in charge, but she was still nagging. So it was weird because, like, if I could understand better of what her love language was, it might have been, I don't know, maybe not, because I think I would still do things that but see, maybe she just wasn't the right woman for a relationship, you know what I mean? But because I think you're right, it's like understanding that balance, and it's like at the same time, I feel like if you do too much of something of exactly what they want, sometimes it's not appreciated the way it should be.
Okay, I get you.
But I think if you find a woman that does, like, they're susceptible to that energy where you give them what they want and they appreciate it rather than kind of take advantage of it. I don't know.
And that's why I say all the time, communication is lubrication.
Right.
Because if you just talk about it, like, from the bedroom to your regular life, if you're like, do you like that? And it's fucked up because women don't really speak on it.
Yeah,
and that's why you have so many dudes that don't know how to please a woman. Like, I'm surprised myself how many times, like, I've spoke with the woman, they're like, oh, you know, I've never had an orgasm. The fucking
same.
30
I've gotten
plus
that
years
before
old,
too. Yeah,
and it's like, what the fuck? But it's because they're not telling the dudes they're with, touch me here, rub me there.
Yeah,
and that's what we should do because we're not mind readers.
Facts.
You know?
Yeah,
like they don't teach anything about that, whether it's from school to, you know, whatever's on TV. Well, TV probably now they do.
Yeah, but it's kind of getting a little bit more explanatory, but
yeah, but like unless a person is like being with another, person of that gender, they don't know how that body works. Shit,
Right.
No,
and you're right, and I feel like it has always been like that because I ran into the same situation. I mean, there's even somebody that I talked to somewhat recently, a few months ago. She's like, I've never orgasmed in my life, and I'm just like, can we try to fix that?
Is that fucking normal though? Like, what the fuck?
I don't know.
She's just broken, bro.
I mean,
not really, because that's a lot.
That's
of
actually
women.
happened to me before.
For
Where
real?
I was with some chick. She was 36.
Oh,
and,
damn.
she was like, I've never, and she kept saying, I've never vaginally orgasm. I'm like, what is there
So maybe
another way?
anal? I think you can anally
Yeah.
orgasm, for sure. Yeah,
And
yeah.
so she kept saying that shit. I was like, oh, well, we could change that shit real quick.
Yeah.
And then,
Were
sure.
you able to knock it out?
Well, 3 times in one night.
Oh, okay. Oh,
But still or what?
But I wasn't able to fucking get off, so that kind of fucked with me. So I'm like,
You're like,
God
damn.
damn.
yeah. I mean, it was a mission accomplished, though.
Yeah,
So
you
Oh,
a stallion, motherfucker.
Oh,
Damn.
boy.
was he a
shit.
stallion?
3 rounds. You must really like that girl.
No, it wasn't 3. It was probably like, yeah, I guess we'll say. No, I mean 3 times she orgasmed. That
Oh, okay.
And she had never
That
done
night.
It. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I was like, what the fuck? She's fucking 36, 37. And she
Yeah.
had a kid and shit.
Huh.
And I was like, what?
That's
But
interesting.
but you guys got to speak up on it. We
Yeah.
don't know this shit.
Right,
We're not
right.
born knowing. You got to, rub that bean and feel like that bean.
Yeah,
And get
yeah.
him there,
Yeah, you're
Goddamn
right.
right.
You're
Goddamn
right.
For real.
So I was a little late today. My bad.
White elephant. So it sounded like our white elephant party about to be lit.
Oh,
We'll
we're about
see.
to be a bunch of bodies.
Are you
here.
guys really going to buy some shit from the sex store?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Oh,
straight
shit.
up. Yeah, I mean, I feel like
That's
that would
always
be
been our
cool.
plan.
Yeah.
I mean,
Get
one
some poppers? I don't know.
dude, god damn, you either bring a tank or poppers. Same thing. Honestly, not really. I don't know.
I'm
Kind of
ready for it, dog.
Well, it's just like, I mean, I was actually hyped about it because we ain't never had no, what would you call it?
Like get-togethers.
Yeah, like we never really have that.
Well,
We
the
just-
Friendsgiving was kind of like
That was the
birth
first
of it.
one.
That was kind of my first big Friendsgiving.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
same here. And
I've
Oh,
had
yeah.
like a
Actually,
little-
I went to my first Friendsgiving like 2 weeks ago or something.
oh, really?
Yeah,
That's what's
yeah,
up.
it was
Hell
cool.
yeah.
It was cool.
That's
Yeah, it's
cool.
cool.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, I feel like as young adults, I don't know. I mean, we should be more active in our personal life, whatever that is. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
with your homies,
especially if you're single. Yeah, you
Yeah.
know. And so, like, kind of birthing that whole thing is cool. I think I'm just hyped about that we could all hang out, have those long-term friends.
But
to-
see, I feel like
Yeah.
that's
to do
cool
shit.
that we can have homegirls. Because homegirls are the ones that bring up shit like that.
Yeah, you're right. That's true.
We,
Yeah.
we got the homegirls that always got shit. We're already planning it for next year, dog.
Yeah, we
just
are.
had it.
The
We're
Big
already,
Bear shit?
Yeah, we're already
Yeah.
planning ahead.
I'm
We're planning next
hyped
year.
for that shit.
We
Yeah.
get RSVPs.
Yeah,
Yeah, dude, for real. Let's go.
It's
I'm down.
all-
too.
Let's
Yeah,
do it,
dog.
dude. Ooh, that's tight. Now I'm hyped. Now I'm hyped. Our vlog's about to be sick.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, so I'm happy about that, you know, and like I don't really know how exactly it's gonna go. I feel like we're just gonna have a good time. They know how we are too, so we don't have to hold back either. Like we're just
Yeah,
being
man.
us.
That's how it should be. Because
Yeah,
when
yeah,
you're with
yeah.
the homies, like, you should be able to just, shoot the shit.
Yeah.
Whatever's on your mind, just fucking just clown around.
Yeah,
Vibes.
exactly.
I like
yeah.
seeing everybody though.
Yeah.
I like seeing everyone get together.
Yeah,
and shit.
same,
Getting all
same.
dressed up, look good and shit.
Yeah,
you know?
and that's another thing too that I
Yeah.
like about it too. It like gives you an opportunity to just get sharp. You
For
know,
real, dude. Because
You
the
know?
past 2 weeks, bro, I just been bumming.
Yeah.
Dude,
Till this day.
I've to this day, I'm over here bumming it for like 3 straight weeks because of the COVID and
Oh,
shit.
real, dog.
Jesus Christ, I didn't shower for like 4 days. Like fuck it,
Why?
fuck it,
Why?
Right? Dude. And it was funny because this shit was so hilarious because
I
like,
believe that shit
the
too.
day,
asshole.
the day, you think I'm lying?
No, I don't.
It was funny because I was like, I had to turn on my. I was gonna fucking finally take a shower and it wasn't getting hot.
Oh, fuck.
I'm like, what the fuck
I
going
know
on?
this should be taking forever, dog.
Yeah, and so I hit up my cousin. I'm like, yo, you got hot water salt? Dude, we haven't had hot water for a week.
Oh, shit.
That's what killed him, bro.
I didn't even know because I didn't shower. And so, and then fucking, and then I ended up had to take a shower with cold ass water, mad as
Love
fuck.
it. Don't you love that shit?
It's amazing.
Hell no.
I know you're like, damn,
It's like one body part at a time.
yeah. When I had to do the bag, I'm like, I can't do it. I just fucking take it off with a towel and shit.
It's like when it gets to this area, dog. It's just like,
a turtle in the shell and everything. Fuck.
Scared turtle for real. That's fucking
Damn.
funny.
Yeah. So, damn. What the hell was he even talking about?
Fucking everything, COVID. Fucking
The
sex,
COVID
everything.
shit. Yeah. No, but like getting sharp. Like honestly, because dude, I mean, think about like the shit we even do to even. Like, we don't do, like, we go to, like, raves and we go to, like, fucking ska shows or punk shows.
Yeah.
We don't really get ready for none of that, you know what I mean? So,
Diggy cutoffs all day.
yeah, straight up, you know, whatever. Vans, tanks.
And a plain t-shirt.
So, like, I think it's cool that we could go, we could just get ready.
Yeah,
everybody's all nice, get the group picking, you know what I mean? So, so I get hyped on it, and now Feener could come now too. Let's do it.
I know, meet all your fucking new friends.
Hell
They're like,
yeah.
who's
Hell
this
yeah.
ghetto motherfucker, you guys? Who's this ghetto
they're
guy?
gonna be
Where do
like-
you think we're at, motherfucker? They're gonna show up like, where the fuck are we?
Motherfuckers are gonna be like, is that Fiend?
From the podcast.
Dad knows
Yeah.
best. Yeah, because they wanted to meet you, dog. They're just gonna be like that. Watch.
It's a trip because sometimes you'll like say somebody listened to the podcast, and they'll be like, "Oh, I heard you fucking on the pod," and then it'd be like, "What did I say?" You know,
Right?
like,
I know.
now what do they know?
Which one?
What do they know about my personal life that I would never say? You know,
Right.
to a regular
You're right.
stranger.
You're
That's
right.
why
you
I
know?
gotta go back and watch them sometimes. Because I get that shit. Oh, I heard this on this episode, and I was like,
Yeah.
"Fuck, I gotta go back and hear it."
Well,
What did I
see,
say?
what's interesting though is I would think the same before when it comes to like my love life.
Yeah.
And the thing about it is, you can do all the research you want. I'm gonna continue to like go about it the way I always do. I do get women that try to get involved with me. They're a little bit surprised how like not standoffish, but like to myself I am when I'm talking to them.
Yeah.
Like they don't.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, you're really open on your podcast, but like you're not like that when we talk. You know, you don't even like flirt with me and shit. And it's like, I don't do that.
Yeah.
That's not how I am. That's not my game. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? And like, even one of them too, it was funny. I mean, I'm not taking shots when I say this, but it was funny because there was a girl that, you know, I don't want to say it on here because I don't want to give her clout. But she was like, you don't even like, she said, and see, go back to love language. But before we get to that, she goes, you don't even compliment me. I'm like, okay, but she's hanging out with us. She's chilling with me. She, you know, we're doing shit. And I was like, she's like, Evo even fucking compliments me on my stories and this and this and that. And then I'm just thinking to myself like, okay, wait. So who are you interested in though? Right? and so she's like, well, I'm interested in you. And I'm like, okay, so wouldn't you think the way I'm doing things is the right way? If you're not interested in Evo, but you're telling me that Evo's doing something right that I'm not?
I gas up everybody. I gas up all the homegirls.
And that's the thing. And like, I don't mind. I don't care. And that's you. I'm not like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so they do trip out. And even like people in real life, I always just try to keep it chill no matter what.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
when it comes to like, I have a specific way of how I go about talking to my women because I just like creating the vibe a certain way, you know what I mean? I like setting the tone a certain way, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
So I mean, I don't know. I think when they meet you, I don't think they'll judge you on it. Maybe, you know what I mean? I don't know. I mean, because even if they do, I wouldn't take it. I don't know. I feel like people should be, but you can't expect that from everyone. I was gonna say, I think people should be mature enough not to judge you off a podcast episode.
Oh yeah.
But I mean, everybody's like that. I feel like people might. I guess you're right?
I don't know, because for real, it's a tricky one. Because sometimes, like, I won't hold back on here. Like, if you ask me a question, because really, it's a conversation.
Yeah.
It's just a conversation. Whether you want to talk about when I was selling drugs or fucking when I was locked up or, you know, like just different trials and tribulations. And it just gives an insight on another person's perspective on the type of life they had. Mm-hmm. And so they shouldn't just, like, judge somebody off of one episode. Because you never know that person.
But see, also at the same time, I think if they do listen to the podcast and they do listen to your episodes, they would have an understanding that at the end of the day, of who you are right now is not who you were in those stories anymore. You know what I'm saying? To a certain extent, you know, you're obviously a better version of you now than
I believe so.
Right. Yeah. I'm exactly the same here. So, but yeah, that's interesting. So, but you were saying even when you guys went off-roading, people were kind of like, oh, so this is Hollywood.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Oh, you're Hollywood? And I'm like, yeah, this is my boy. It's Hollywood. Yeah, he got a little bit of fame that night.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
People kind of trip out like,
Can't
oh,
take
shit.
that for anywhere. Keep saying that shit. I just can't.
That's kind of true, though. you know.
Motherfucker just too handsome. Sucks the fun out of everything.
Becca don't fall for that one, though. He looks like a regular dude.
She says that. Yeah, she says that shit.
That's funny.
Fucking Becca. Where is homegirl at, motherfucker?
She's taken right now. That's why.
She's trying to get shit going, huh? She's trying to fix the shit, huh?
Yeah, I guess so.
All right.
I know. I told her, I was like, look. Listen to me. I will put money on it.
Uh-oh.
This person is so in love with you that you have nothing to worry about. Didn't even text me back. Ooh. The next story, they were chilling. But I mean, that's the thing. It's like when you're happy, just do it. Do you? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know it. That's what fucking bothers me. Sometimes when you're happy, like, who gives a fuck?
Yeah.
Who really cares? I think too many people are worried about what other people think.
Yeah.
And that's why when I come on here and I just shoot the shit and I'll be real and I'll tell it how it is, because honestly, like, I think everybody cares what everybody thinks to an extent.
To an extent, yeah.
But to me, like, I think I'm at that point in my life where I honestly don't care.
Yeah.
So if you want to talk about some sex shit, we could talk about some sex shit. If you want to talk about bullshit, we can talk about bullshit.
Yeah.
And it's just like, I hope people hear this and they go on their life and just be like, you know what? I'm living my life the way I want to live it.
Yeah.
Not because I'm looking for the approval or looking for some type of validation through Instagram. Because I hate to say it, but that social media, whatever you're looking at your phone, that's not the real world. There's so many people, faking the funk, and it's just like, live your life, please. Like, just fuck everybody.
Yeah. And I mean, and that's the thing, because when going back to that, I've even had like some people close to me kind of not, I mean, they tell each other, and they kind of relate it to me, like, damn, like, how does like Rob go on there and just like not give a fuck about what people think about him, And you're right, like, I think to a certain extent people do care, and I think it's weird, I do, but I know what I'm doing is, I don't know what it is, like, I just know what I'm doing, it's not gonna make people look at me in a bad light. And the people that do look at me in a bad light, those are the people that are not for me. And I think I just have a clear understanding of that, So, like, I don't know. And the thing is when I hear that, I would just hope that what I do on here, it will help them understand that in their life. And they kind of start doing what they want for them instead of other people. You know what I mean? In their life, And
on that note, I think within yourself, within your gut, they always say go with your intuition. I think when you watch that, when you watch it back and you're like, oh, I said that shit, and you don't have a bad feeling, you're not like, oh, I shouldn't have gone there, or like I should have held back, like none of that.
Right, never. I never feel that way.
Because sometimes I'll say some shit, but then when I watch it back, I'll be like, I'm glad I said that shit. Fuck that shit,
yeah, exactly. And that's the thing, because in another setting, and like I said, it could be because of the podcast platform where we have that thing where I'm going to listen to you. You guys are going to listen to me, whatever I got to say, whatever you guys got to say. And where it kind of holds weight because people are actually watching it. So you're like, oh, shit, it might be too much or whatever the case is. But if anything, too, for me, sometimes I feel like because it holds so much weight, I'm not going to hold back.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because that's the real part of whatever the subject we're talking about. Yeah. It might even be the same for you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and that's the tea everybody wants. Nobody wants to hear that surface shit. People love that shit when you just dig deep. Just dig past the surface, and they know what's going on. Like, I mean, and also with so much shit in front of their face, like, they're gonna forget about that shit,
Right, like 30 seconds. Exactly. And it was a trip because, like, even my cousin Hannah and Evie that came on here before, they were thinking about vlogging, and the younger one watches this vlogger that I watch. Her name's Emma Chamberlain, and I actually watch her vlogs too. Like, she's just like some Caucasian chick with her Caucasian activities straight up. But it's funny. But see, as a vlogger, she's very organic, so I like her, and she inspires me, and so the younger cousin was talking about wanting to start it with her older cousin Hannah, and I was like, dude, you guys should do that shit. And then even that night we were like watching some of them. This was just like whatever, because like it's exactly what I explained, but as a vlogger, it's not easy to vlog, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, it's like you have to actually like it to go through the growing pains of it. You get what I mean?
Okay.
But it was cool because I was telling him, like, you guys should do it because I personally believe, you know, because you could just see what I'm in that line of work or whatever you want to call it. I could see that they would be better than her, you know. And I'm like,
shit.
so you guys, if you guys are gonna do one together, you guys should do it because I think you guys would be better than her. You know what I'm saying?
You see the potential,
right? So that's what I'm saying. So hopefully the vlogs and the podcast will let people like do shit that they want to do without, you know. So it's all good, especially family too, because they know you, and it's like, and even we were even talking off camera, and I kind of touched on it on their episode where like there's like taboo topics in our family that we can't talk about, but we've all done it and we've all been there, but we can't talk about it, and we can't admit that we've done it. You know what I'm saying? And it's like my whole shit, it was never to break that taboo thing within our family. For me, it was always like, I have to do this because I can't, this makes me feel good. That's it. That was my only reason. But it's cool that it can probably stop that whole judging shit in our family too. Because, I mean, even not even in their family, but in my immediate family that I live with now, it's kind of like that too, you know? So it's cool that hopefully this could break all those weird things and judgments between our family that cause drama and fights and all that bullshit, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's like me too. My aunt.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I clicked into your little podcast today. I was like, oh, yeah. Is it interesting or what? Because you get to know a lot about it. Yeah.
Did that happen this weekend?
That happened this weekend.
Yeah,
Yesterday, actually.
Oh.
Just fucking yesterday. It was fun.
Yeah.
You know, she's like, yeah, I clicked on your shit. You know what I'm saying? I see what it is. I was like, yeah, that's cool. It's like, I trust me. I let it all out there.
Yeah.
I was like, because what are you guys going to do? Get mad at me? Disown me? What? I'm a grown-ass man. Like, what are you guys going to do?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
you're like, fight me. I'm ready. What's up? What are you guys going to do? He's all scared over there.
Let's go, Thea. What's up?
Please back me up. Hurry up. I'm scared.
She's probably going to watch this episode. Tag her and shit.
But like, what she say? Did she say anything about it, or was just kind of like, eh?
Nah, she didn't say much about it. She's just like, you guys are just wild motherfuckers, you know.
Yeah,
like, of course, you know.
yeah.
That's just us being us, you know.
Right,
like,
right.
I was like, that's something that you don't know how your nephew really works, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because they already know I'm the wild one in the family.
Right,
literally,
right,
it's
right.
me. Like, if I'm not there at the function, they're upset because you know I'm the hype, and I'm the hype one.
The life of the party.
You know, because
yeah.
Jill's a calm guy. He don't really do shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck Thanksgiving, dog. Like, I got everyone drunk. I made sure everyone was fucked up, bro. You know what I'm saying?
That's funny. Well, and that's the thing.
That's just me.
Yeah, and I think, but see, it was kind of like, I mean, even on my dad's episode, he was talking about, like, we did everything you guys did. We just never publicized it.
Yeah, exactly.
And I think that's the thing that they're kind of having a hard time with dealing with.
Accepting.
Right. But see, but I think what's important about that is when you hear it, finally, whether it's on a podcast or just through your family, is to, like, not judge them. Because then when it comes back to them, it's like, y'all really judging me for that? For real? Like, and then you see them different. They see you different. Then the relationship's fucked up. You know what I mean? And it's just like, I don't know. Hopefully the dialogue on here could break that, you know, like.
And also because this is your platform, right? So it's like fashion. You're going to wear anything that you feel, you express. Sometimes you might wear all black because you're like, fuck today, fuck everybody. Yeah. And you wear all black. See right here, whatever you say, it's a part of your life. It's a part of your life. Yeah. This is your platform, you know? Yeah. So whether you're talking on some crazy shit or some simple shit, you're expressing the life you guys have had. Yeah. So if they could accept that, I mean, that's great. But other than that, like, this is you know? Right. You're just letting it out. Yeah. And it's just like a portal, you know, to where you could do your thing and you could enjoy it, but also give people a look in your life.
Yeah, and gives some perspective for sure.
Shit, I got my aunt to smoke this fucking.
What?
Yeah, it was the holidays, dog.
Damn.
She's never been drunk in her life, dog. It's just some shit. You know?
Wait. But did you get her drunk or no?
Nah.
Oh,
she got like a few little you
buzz.
Know, she got a couple shots in, but you know, I thought she was gonna feel it, but she's never been drunk. Yeah. But I got her faded though. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. It's like I can be more open now and shit because.
That's cool because of the podcast.
Before it was just like hush, this and that. You know, like Jill didn't want my grandma knowing and shit. And I'm just like, for what? Dog, I was puffing the whole way out to Arizona, dog. Mom was passenger, grabbing the back and shit, and the boys. I'm just smoking the whole way there. Yeah. Like I could be comfortable with myself and shit now. You know, like I ain't got nothing to fucking worry about. Yeah. Now, you know? So that's why I say I can be free on this shit.
Right.
You know?
And I mean, and that's the thing, like, because that's what it's doing. It's like actually breaking that taboo weirdness of like you don't not supposed to do that in front of us or whatever. Not to say that I think you should be fucked up in front of your parents. I think there should be like a
some
balance.
There's some boundaries for sure.
Exactly. But the whole shit of like it being demonized, whatever it is,
I hate that shit.
Whether you're drunk or high or whatever the case is, you know what I mean? As long as you're on top of your shit, you know.
That's what it is.
And you know what's weird though is like because we touched on that on the vlog too, where like it looks like we have a problem. You know what I'm saying? But we don't. Like, you know what I mean? And it's a weird line because you don't. But to be honest, like for me, I understood where I lost myself, and at this point in my life, the only thing I really fuck with is like weed and drinking. That's it. Right. Honestly, you know? And then outside of that, I'm cool. I'm good. I've been there. I've done that. I'm chilling. For other people, I can't speak the same. And the thing is, they just have a better grip on that. Whether they do or they don't, I don't know if that's our business to speak on. You know what I mean? Because like they're adults. We're all adults. Yeah. You know what I mean? Ultimately, me and you, I could say we're fine, whatever the case is. But I feel like we do have to understand where they're coming from, where the worry is, right? Because it's like, okay, if you don't have a problem, why are you doing it? Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, well, why not? But it's like, why? You know, like, because I did try to rationalize it, and I did try to like see it from their perspective, and it's like, I could see where the worry is for sure, you know, and where the concern is, you know what I mean? And maybe it shouldn't be publicized, you know what I mean? But at the same time, and I don't know, it made me think like, why do I put it in there? Like, where's the reason? Is it for shock value, or is it to just kind of like, for me, when I was like kind of coming to a realization, it was more so to kind of like just to bring an organic,
there you go,
you know, like vibe of what the fuck it is and what we're doing, and not in a negative light. You know what I mean? Everything we're doing, it's to have fun. You don't need to do that shit to have fun. Like I said, like what, depending on whatever drugs there, I'm not doing that. You know what I mean? And and if I do, then that's my choice. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, because the drug that I'm thinking about is like the coke shit, right? Because I even had some friends that were like, "Do you put that in there?" Like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? Yeah. But I think I put it more so because it was like a joke. You know how I put it in there with that joke in there, and so it was more so about that. But you guys have to watch the vlog to kind of understand what I'm saying. It was about like that whole skit with that one fool. But I don't know. I mean, what are your thoughts on it?
I don't know, man. I don't think exactly.
Is it like a weird gray thing area or?
Kind of. But then again, you want to come off organic,
right?
Because you're not showboating. You're not fucking having smoking blunts in every fucking video.
I mean, it's not. Yeah, that's the thing. It's not in every fucking.
Yeah, you're not trying to showboat and be like, you know, fucking blaze it. No, but that's just part of who you are.
It's just like
our environment.
When we all get together and it's a fucking like, it's just like we go all out when it's like a big thing, like a big event. Yeah, like that's when we'll go hard with it. You know what I'm saying? But like weekend shit,
we don't
like
do that all the time, right?
Like here over the podcast, like when we always party after an episode, like it's just weed and alcohol.
Yeah, right. And I think that might be what it is. Like they might think we do it all the time, and it's not like that. You know, whatever it is, whether it be that coke or fucking whatever else, Molly and shit.
I think weed and alcohol is enough for my budget, dog. I can't. You know, that shit's a rich man's fucking drug, motherfucker. That's what I'm saying. It's like only special events, like only special gigs. You know, that we get down with it or something. Yeah. You know, I mean, of course, it's gonna always probably be there. I mean, I'll hit it once or twice. You know, I'll be cool just to say fuck it. You know, get the itch off.
But that's good that you know, like once or twice, I'm cool. Yeah. But the problem comes where people don't know where to finish,
where to stop. Yeah,
because I mean,
well, I found out how, like, if I was to buy it, I know that'd probably be a problem. You know what I'm saying? Right. Just to constantly have it,
because it's just there. Why not?
It's just there. You're gonna want to do it if it's there. You know. Yeah. So that's why I don't really pick it up. Right. Just for like big shit. You know that we do. Like I'll do that.
Like if it's there and somebody has it,
I'm not gonna just just for a podcast like, oh fuck, I'm just gonna have a fucking 8-ball and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like
me neither. I'm just not like that.
I'm not like that.
Yeah, and that was a problem. Well, back in the day when we were running dope houses, and it was just always there. The drugs were just always around.
Yeah, and that's tough thing.
And every morning, you know, like when you hit the block, you're just like, all right, you know, I'm gonna be cool, like. But then, you know, like fucking come nighttime where that's just been going around all day, and you're just like, fuck it, you know.
You're talking about like the bag going around all day?
Yeah.
What you mean?
Oh, yeah, the drugs going around all day.
Okay, got it. Yeah.
The heavier drugs than marijuana or liquor.
As well as that, yeah.
Yeah, and so like it would just be going around all day. You're like, fuck it. Well, you could always use a reason to use it. So I would say,
because it's just there.
Yeah, and I would tell myself, well, shit, money don't sleep. Shit, shoot it, you know?
Right.
And like the trippy part about it was no matter how much I used, I had to go to sleep. I don't know what it was. I don't know why I don't like take it like everybody does, where they could be up for a week straight or day straight.
Yeah.
But after that second day, I'm crashing. I could do drugs and fucking crash within 30 minutes.
Yeah,
but it's just. But even now, I could drink a cup of coffee strong as fuck, and I could pass out in like 30 minutes to an hour.
Right, right.
It's just weird. It's just really weird. But you could always use an excuse to
when it's there.
When it's there. When it's around.
Yeah,
that's true.
That makes sense. So I guess that kind of says a lot about like your environment too. If you're having that problem, it's like, hey, maybe you should get out of the environment.
Exactly.
Yeah. But there's some times when we go to a fucking show, we're like, fuck, we need like a pick me up.
Yeah.
Bad.
Yeah.
You know.
But even then, like because I have my whole nightmare of it. I think like I'll always find a reason not to do it. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But it's weird because like so after my nightmare, I've done it before. You know what I'm saying? I've done it after that. You know what I mean? And it was never the way I did it when I was like hitting rock bottom. You know what I mean? And even then, I could probably count like maybe I did it twice since that time. You know what I'm saying?
I think the time that you're talking about was the time where I was going crazy with it too.
Yeah,
like,
we both did.
Were going
that day we did.
Yeah, because we called each other the next day like, damn, dog, like we were going off on each other like crazy.
Yeah.
Like, we were just saying some like bad shit
crazy
to each other, bro.
shit.
It was getting crazy. I was just like, damn, bro, that wasn't me talking, dog. I just wanted to let you know that, you know?
Yeah. Wait, we got into it?
Not into it, bro, but we were just talking
saying
mad
weird
shit. Yeah, like some shit that we were just going overboard with. You know what I'm saying?
And what's crazy is I remember even like in the midst of it, like I didn't have a good feeling during. You know what I mean? Like you just felt like you needed it for whatever reason because it was there. Yeah, like you just want to keep going for no reason. Yeah,
for no reason to keep drinking or something.
Yeah, it was weird. And
but it's okay. Like let me tell you something about that drug. Why it kind of, gets to me a little bit. It was because it levels me out.
Yeah.
That shit'll level me out.
No, well, see, and yes, and see, the number. Okay, so the time that one of the few times that I did it after that night of that rock bottom for me, because that was a rock bottom for me. For you just bounced back fine.
Right.
I know you said that you're like, damn, I should not go that hard. But for me, I was like, I got to reevaluate shit. That was just me. You know what I mean? And I remember because when I came to you, I was like kind of just talking to you about it. You're like, you just got to know your limits. Sometimes you go too far and it's like, okay, this is my limit. And then from here on out, that's your limit. Or you just don't want to touch it and that's it. And like for me, I don't know if I just think too much into it, but I got to figure it out in my own way. Right. So it's all it is. But the time I did it after that, I was hammered, really hammered. And I was like, I need to try to be coherent right now. And it was kind of like in a desperate like type of moment where I needed to be coherent. So like I did like a bump or two or something, you know what I mean? But it was never like how it was. And I don't think I'll ever let it get like that. You know what I mean? But yeah, man.
Yeah, I feel that shit, bro.
Unless you're going to Vegas. Be prepared.
I don't know.
Chalk that shit up.
It's like, yo, you got to go see Mike Tyson if you hit this line. I'm going. We're fighting.
You got to tell me twice.
And I'm going to fight Tyson.
In his second prime. He's like, prime, you got a six-pack right now.
I'm still getting knocked out.
Yeah, literally.
And then after they fought that day, didn't somebody try to fight him after the fight?
Like
Tyson,
like there or something,
or
like another.
Leaving. He was leaving the venue.
Oh, I don't know.
But then Tyson was like, "Yeah, he's tried to do that before.
Oh shit!
Gone to one of his matches and try to fight him afterwards.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Oh damn, that's a weird ass stalker and shit.
Yeah.
Like, why didn't you just show up to the gym? Just like, dude, show up to the gym. The fuck? That's weird.
I know.
Like, dude, please, I want to spar with you. Like,
it
just in me to
weird shit.
Why you gotta be weird for? Right? I don't know.
There's a lot of weirdos out there though.
I did want to talk about this topic. So we're like an hour.
That's already an hour?
It's like 4 shit. Almost, dude. Yeah, but I just wanted to talk about, because there's other shit I want to talk about that we'll get to for sure tonight.
Okay.
But I wanted to talk about how COVID and like the whole system of it being quarantined, and it's like all rigged. It's all rigged. It's like it's fake. To the sense, I think COVID is real. The sickness, like, the virus is real. But the way that they're going about it is very fake and hypocritical. So they told me that I got to quarantine for 2 weeks after I tested positive, right? Okay. I was going to put it in the vlog, but I'm like, I'm going to just talk on the platform where I talk. So fuck it, you know? Mm-hmm. So I quarantined. And then in my second week, I called my employer because sometimes they be on some bullshit. And I, just wanted to make sure that they were going to pay me for the 2 weeks I was off. So I called. They said yes, but we won't pay for anything after that. And I said, okay, so when would you like me to go get a retest for a negative test result? Because I don't get them for 2 or 3 days. They said, get it on your second week of Wednesday of your quarantine. So I'm not done with my quarantine yet. And they want me to go on a Wednesday so I could get my results Friday because they won't pay if I go on a Monday. Yeah. But what's like technically it would still come out positive because I'm not quarantined for 2 weeks. Right? That's what the professionals say, supposedly, right? So they want me to go pay another $150. So that's $300 in the hole of testing that they're not going to help me with. And for a positive test result. And if it is positive, I got to quarantine for another week or two. And they're not going to pay for that. So what then that does is force me to go around the positive test result, right? Like, which doesn't make any sense because why would I quarantine if I'm, you know what I'm saying? Like, none of it makes sense. So now, after asking around, a few friends have told me that COVID, it's not contagious after the 2 weeks, supposedly. I don't know if that's true or not, but it stays in your system for a month or two after you've already contracted it, right? And so they said that what that means is possibly you might test positive 2 months after you contracted it. So that means if my company doesn't get a negative test result, I'm going to be quarantined without pay. So that doesn't make any sense to me. So out of necessity, I'm trying to go around all the rules now to try to get what I was being told from friends was you can get a release letter from a doctor saying that you could go back after your 2 weeks without a negative test result, right? And so I was like, so everything that I did was defeating the purpose because if my company thinks that I can spread it after the 2 weeks with a positive test result, then I was better off not getting tested in the first place and just going to work with COVID in the first place. Exactly. There's literally...
I'm sure that's been happening, though.
Right?
You know, because of that same reason, you know?
But that's what I'm saying. So the legal rules of COVID is making people spread COVID anyway. Because they're going back to work with COVID and they're spreading the shit and they don't want to tell no one because they need to work and they need to make money. So that makes no fucking sense whatsoever.
I mean, that's how it is for like those farm workers. You know what I'm saying? Like they can't go get tested and shit because if they get tested,
they're illegal or something.
Yeah, they're fucked. Yeah. So there's a lot of crazy shit going on right now. People are trying to get through like. They're trying to get by, you know what I'm saying? They're trying to get away with it. It's like me too, bro. Like I had the sniffles for a couple weeks, and you know, right off the bat, they're like, if you feel any symptom,
you're like, nope.
Shut the fuck. Like you better fucking let me know.
Yeah.
And I'm over here like, fuck. I have my shirt off out there, fucking, you know, getting all crazy in the trails and shit.
Right.
So I'm like, well, fuck, you know, but I'm gonna still tough it out. I wear my mask, right? You got your mask on. I'm away from air. I work alone.
Yeah.
Like how crazy can it be?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And like we're forced to do that even if we have symptoms because we can't go without work.
Yeah.
That's just facts. You know what I mean? And it's like, so it just completely defeats the purpose and the rules are spreading COVID. It just doesn't make no sense. So anybody that, and I remember in the beginning, we were getting demonized for, you know, going out and doing whatever the fuck we want when COVID was peak and people were like, you could die from this shit. Oh yeah? Well, why aren't essential workers getting compensated for it then?
Right.
If we're not getting compensated and I could die...
I mean, they gave us the hazard for like a month.
They didn't give me a hazard pay.
Oh, yeah. They gave me... It was just like a month, right? How long did you get it for?
I got it for.
I think it was like a cool month. Literally.
Yeah, a few weeks.
Right?
Yeah, weeks. A few
Yeah.
weeks to a
And
month.
the thing about it is like the essential workers that don't have hazard pay, it's like I'm a fucking die for a 9 to 5.
For real.
For what?
Yeah.
So let me do with my free time what I want, just because you're getting unemployment at home,
Yeah.
bitch.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I can see where it could be a little selfish, you know, on like our part, but
Well, not
that's just us, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't like
what's so. I mean, if I don't have a choice, is it really being selfish? You know what I mean?
Well, they look at it as selfish because we're spreading it.
Yeah, they think we're spreading shit,
If we're not at work.
but we
But
at work.
That's the thing. Motherfuckers go to work, you go to Walmart, you go to Home Depot, and that's spreading it. And if you're
Right.
going to change your whole life, if you're going to lock down like they want us to lock down and shut down all these businesses, like how are we supposed to feed our families? And the fucked up part
Exactly.
is, I do know some nurses that send in those tests.
Right.
And they told, well, one of the women that I spoke with, she was like,
Yeah.
check this out. So we sent in some COVID tests that were untainted. We didn't touch them, just to see.
Yeah.
We sent 2. Tell me why they both came back positive. And they didn't use them on anybody. They didn't test them on anybody. And they, well, she works at a neurological center.
Yeah.
So, you know, they're all up in the brain and shit. So they sent them those fucking tests, and she was like, I don't know what's going on, but this shit's really, really weird.
Yeah.
And I'm not a big conspiracy theorist. Like, I do, like JFK and shit like that.
Yeah.
I do believe in all that shit, but I'm not going to think everything that is a conspiracy is true.
Mm-hmm.
But when you have these big corporations like Walmart, fucking Target, they're not shutting down, but you have the mom and pop shutting down. To me, it seems like maybe the 1% is trying to say, like, you know what, we'll keep the ones down there, way down there,
Yeah.
and we'll bring these corporations that are already big, blue chip corporations.
Right.
Blue chip corporations are fucking where the big fat cats, they stay fat.
Yeah,
To
yeah.
where they're fucking making millions and millions.
Right.
And it's crazy because Walmart and all those other companies, they've had the best fucking numbers they've had in years.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Because of the fact that all these little shops are shutting down.
Yeah.
And it's fucked up because you see, you know, this mom and pop shop that has a restaurant and they can't open.
Yeah.
And I give props to like the Riverside County Sheriffs to where they,
Oh,
they
yeah.
released
Shout
that video.
out.
You saw
Shout
that?
out Riverside County. Hell yeah.
And,
Sheriffs.
And so where they were saying we're not going to put anybody in jail, we're not going to lock anybody up or give any tickets, because if they're having you stay at home and not work, how are you supposed to pay these tickets? How are you supposed to be in jail and feed your family?
Yeah.
If they're telling, like, it's just so fucked up.
Exactly, yeah.
I agree. It's rigged.
Right.
To an
and
extent.
and
yeah.
so, you know, I mean, right now it's, I mean, obviously this isn't like my livelihood. I don't make my money off here, but it's kind of hard to kind of get more people in. I know they probably don't want to get exposed to COVID either, but it kind of just makes people think twice before wanting to come do a podcast, because they're like, oh, wait, well, I don't know. I don't want COVID, you know? But at the same time, too, it's just like, I mean, I guess that is beside the whole, you know, rig part of COVID, but I kind of decided not to beat myself up about it because I was worried, like, I'm not going to put out my 2 episodes a week with my vlog, like, I'm not gonna be able to do it. But it's like, under the circumstances, I think you could probably kind of just like not trip about it, because, you know, everybody's worried right now.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody knows I had COVID, you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
but yeah, so I mean, outside of that, I do think it, you know, the whole rule shit was bullshit. And I mean, I'm gonna try to go back on, you know, I'm gonna get a referral Monday. But if my company definitely wants a negative test result, it's probably not going to be possible until, you know, another month or so.
And you could probably get reimbursed.
I was about to say that.
Because at my girl's company, she had to take, because she had the COVID earlier when it first cracked off.
Yeah.
And so she had to take time off. And then other people from the office had got it, and they weren't trying to pay. But you could go up to the Department of Labor and their regulations.
Yeah.
And, you know, unfortunately, when it comes down to it, because every company, they're going to get as much as they can from you for as little as possible.
Always, yeah.
Always.
Yeah, we were talking about that with Hess.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And So with that being said, they weren't trying to pay out for any of the COVID, that they were gone.
Yep.
And so my girl had to bring up these fucking regulations and this shit, and then she ended up getting a side check for like a week of pay.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and then her coworker, she ended up getting like 2 weeks of pay because she had to call out, and then something with her baby. Her baby wasn't feeling right, so she had to do another week.
Yeah.
And so they ended up paying her out 2 weeks of pay. So just look into it, maybe talk with your HR, but they have
for
to
sure.
They have to like
compensate. Okay, cool. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, then I'll probably definitely look into it. But it's funny how like you do you might, I'm not saying I am, but it's funny like if I was like a star employee, they still would just try to like try to not pay me back. Exactly. Like that's crazy. You know what I mean? Even though they should. Mm-hmm. Yeah. But
my shit been crazy at work, dog. Like you know how we said we got the job shut down, right?
Yeah.
So we all had to go get tested for our shit. Mm-hmm. Whatever we did, all that. I came back negative. I sent in all my shit, all my bullshit. But I took the whole last week off, dog.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because whatever, I went in that Monday, got the test done. They said I was gonna be there the next day. Called, it wasn't ready. Yeah. Called Wednesday. Yeah. All right. They said they'll email my shit. All right. They never did. Oh, so okay. I fucking, Thursday, it's the holiday. Couldn't fucking get through. So I'm like, well, fuck, whatever, But
yeah,
I was already out of town. And then I called Friday, and that's when they gave my results. And I was like, all right, cool. So I sent it to my boss, and this and that. Boom, like we're good, set back for work, right?
Right.
So anyways, we did all that shit, but there was a few people that got their shit literally the next day, so they were able to go back to work because there was work Saturday.
Yeah.
Because the job was shut down like 2 weeks ago on a Thursday. Right. So we got shut down. We took Friday off. We got those days paid.
Yeah.
And then we get our days paid for like the shutdown.
Yeah.
Until we get our shit results.
Right.
So all that shit went into play, bro. But then it was fucked up because my boss, that fool was like, well, he knows I took a whole week off, so he restricted me from some work. Mm-hmm. There's more overtime. But because of that, he's like, well, full. Because everyone that took that week off did not work that day. And I was looking forward to work this day.
Yeah.
Which was this Saturday.
Right.
So because I didn't come in that whole last week, he's like, oh, you fools were milking it because you guys can get paid. This is now, we're on crunch time on the job. So it was crazy, bro.
That's weird. It's like a manipulation.
Yeah, so it's kind of like on your shit how you're doing it, but like my shit's different, bro. Like he thought we were milking it, so I get work taken away from me because I took the whole week off and I got it paid. And I know it, bro. Everybody, bro, and I know that's the fucking situation for me at work, bro. So it's kind of fucked up.
Jesus Christ.
So if you think your shit's like that, bro, I had to bust my ass this whole week, bro. 10 hours to make up for some time,
Right. I mean, and that's the thing. It's like, but if you think about it. Like if they feel that we kind of do the same thing, they just punish us by sitting us at home.
Exactly,
and that's happened to me plenty of times.
That's
you know what
sure.
I'm saying?
That's how it is in our company too, bro. Like that's like our fucking slap on our wrist.
Right.
A week no pay, like that's fucked up.
That's wild, dog.
And I figured that shit out, bro, because Hess didn't work.
Yeah.
Me and Hess. We talked about this shit, bro. Me and Hess didn't work that day.
That's wild.
We're technically supposed to be like on our skill level. Like that's how we're gonna be able to work.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
Okay, but we're fucking 5-year guys. Like we're able to work that.
Yeah,
we should work
that Saturday.
Shit.
Yeah.
We ain't apprentices,
Yeah.
But that's just how it was, bro. So I kind of saw that a little fucked up on my shit on my part. I was like a little mad about that.
That's fucking.
So
that's wild,
dude, that's how this COVID shit's fucking me.
Yeah, it's fucking everybody right now, honestly. And you know what though? You know what though? It could be worse for sure.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And luckily, like we still we're not out of work. You know what I mean? Yeah. So hey, but I heard unemployment's paying fast. Fuck.
I know.
Yeah, but for our shit, we can't do that, bro.
What do you mean?
Our company,
why not?
We collect unemployment, bro. All our benefits gets swiped out.
Dude.
All our vacation time, everything gets swiped. So
you want to know something? Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, so if you're gonna go collect, dog, like I wouldn't do it, bro, because everything's gonna start over on your shit.
Like your vacation,
like vacation days, like everything gets fucked up. Like
well,
you know what I'm saying?
It's crazy because
you get back on your 90-day bullshit.
Oh, wow.
Like, it's fucked up.
Well, it's crazy because I told you this, but my company, I told them. Well, I told the person I was on the phone with about that 3-day, like when should I get it tested. And she said that I was like, oh, well, on the, if I go Monday on the 3rd week, which, doesn't cover me for the COVID pay, I was like, I could just use my vacation time for Monday through Wednesday, whatever. She's like, oh, well, you don't have that anymore. I'm like, what are you talking about? Fuck. And she's like, well, after you work a certain amount of prevailing wage hours, you don't get any benefits for 8 years.
What the
my
fuck?
That's fucked up.
What the fuck?
I've never heard of that shit.
That was the first
8
time.
years,
that
motherfucker?
was the first time I heard about that for 8 years. I was like, are you fucking kidding me right now? Like, what are you talking about?
Because they make fat money at prevailing wages, right?
Yes. So she said, well, because you work a certain amount of hours and you get full benefited money rate. And so after you work a certain amount, and I asked her, like, how many hours? It literally came up to a little over a month of hours of prevailing wage. I'm like, so because I work a little, like, it's like 2 months of prevailing wage pay. And I'm like, 2 months of prevailing wage pay gets me 8 years of no benefits? What the fuck are you talking about?
That shit sounds wrong.
You better read your contract, dog.
Bro, I'm about to fucking... I was like,
Go
about to
get
quit,
that
but I don't
shit.
know. Maybe not.
Damn, that's a long
But that's
time.
wild, right?
Yeah,
Isn't
no,
that
for
fucking
sure.
ridiculous?
Yeah, for sure.
So, I mean, shit, unemployment, fucking sign me up.
I know, huh?
Sign me
But
up.
after
So-
what he said,
Yeah.
But that's
why
wild
not?
too. Like they're kind of giving you an incentive not to file for it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I guess what they do is they compensate your pay plus $600.
Unemployment?
Yeah. So
Oh,
you're getting
shit.
paid more than what you get paid. I don't know why it's that way, but that's why they're saying you're getting paid more on unemployment than when you're at
And
work.
right now they just fucking release some assistance for the ones that work in the restaurant business, and if you're a server, you have to apply for it. So if you've been affected by the COVID and you're a server or waiter, waitress, whatever, you could get an $800 check to help and relieve some of the stress or whatever financial issues. But look into it.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. I mean, if you don't really know, look into it.
Dad knows best with fucking dropping
the facts.
Yeah, with the facts.
yeah.
Barely.
You're welcome.
We'll send the link for the unemployment fucking office.
We'll take 10% because of the.
Yeah, you're welcome.
It won't hurt.
It was funny because I was talking to my aunt about it because she's like, "Oh, you're gonna go back to work and stuff because they're here outside." And I'm talking to them, and she's all like, "Well, dude, because she's busy as fuck right now. She's a real estate agent. She's like, everybody's unemployment. Everybody's buying houses right now." I was like, "What the fuck?"
Well, shit, I'm thinking about buying a house. We need to get
Dude,
the fuck out.
I needed to talk
That's
to
what I'm
you
saying.
about that, dude. We really need that.
I'm
for
on
real.
crunch time, bro. That's my next goal.
All right, I gotta hit
have
my
to.
mom up.
That's the
You
next
have
goal,
to.
bro.
Dude, we need a house for real, though.
Yeah, I gotta
Honestly,
get out of the hood, bro. It's costing me a lot of
Oh,
money.
you're telling me, dog? Shit, I was apartment hunting fucking this week recently. 'Cause, well, I live in Pomona. I damn near live on Holt Boulevard. If you're not familiar with Holt Boulevard, that's the Holt Stroll.
That's the main
That's
street,
the
right?
whole stroll in Pomona. You have hella hookers. You have fucking
It's the base. It's the baseline of San Bernardino.
hella fucking hella crackheads. Like I come out the
Damn.
gate and I see fucking John dropping off a trick right there.
Oh,
And it's just like I'm just like
sorry.
Yeah, bro.
and I'm just like over it because we moved to the spot because our rent was just going in Ontario. We had a
Yeah.
really nice apartment in a nice area, but the rent just kept going up.
Yeah.
And it was like we're paying $1,500 for one bedroom, and it's like how the fuck are you gonna stay for a pad? Well, because I don't like. It's not that I don't like it. I know myself. I can't have roommates.
Right.
Like, whether it came from 23-hour lockdown, locked up, I'd rather be by myself in my cell, just away, you know, because I know what kind of person I am, and I'm very particular. Like, people touching my shit, how I stay organized, clean. Like, I stay cleaning my pad.
Yeah.
And so I never could really, like, roommate with somebody. So I told my girl, like, we could find a smaller spot, you know, but we might have to move, you know, to Pomona or some shit. And she was just like, yeah. And then I kind of stopped, like, consulting with her because she was kind of dragging her feet.
Yeah.
So I just put in the 30 days where we were staying at with nowhere to go.
Yeah.
To think about it, I do kind of ballsy moves sometimes.
Well, I mean, that forces you to
Yeah,
get
that's
your
why.
shit together, right? Yeah.
That's what I did.
We kept looking and I wasn't finding shit. So I was like, you know what? Put in my 30 days. Wherever we land, we land.
Yeah.
We're going to land on our feet, though. Because at this point, like, it was $1,500 for, like, rent and bills. And then you have 2 cars with the car loans and full coverage and the phone bills, the internet. And it's just like a motherfucker was stressed out the game at 24. And so I was just like, we got to put in our 30 days no matter where we go.
Yeah.
Like, even if we rent a fucking hotel or some shit, fuck it.
Yeah.
So we ended up finding this spot in Pomona because, it was just what came up, you know? And we've been there for, like, about a year. And so I was apartment hunting recently, like yesterday, actually. I want to go check out the spot. And it's legit. It's a nice little spot.
Yeah.
But the dude was telling me, he's like, yeah, I've had so many people come in here. And he's like, I have a stack of applications. I was like, okay, well, check this out. How about I told him we'll pay a little more. And on top of that, I will upgrade your electrical work that you have here, from your outlets to your switches to your lighting. And he was like, oh, okay. See,
damn, motherfucker, I'm gonna have to just do that.
Well, because when you have that kind of like fight or flight mentality, you're like, I'm fighting for whatever it is that is out there.
Right.
So I told him, and also on top of that, he owns a property right next door, and a light wasn't working. And then I was like, here, I'll look at it while other people check out this open house right here. And so I checked it out. Fucking come to find out that the power feeding that light wasn't hooked up. And I'm flipping the breakers. None of them turned off the main junction box where the power was coming from.
You don't know what that is, bro.
So
no,
I do.
Talk to me, dog.
So
you do?
So the light that was coming from that junction box that was supplying it power, it was never connected. But that light was still live. And so I'm flipping all the breakers and it's not turning off. I was like, you don't have a sub panel somewhere? Long story short, I couldn't get that power off. And he was watching me at this point because he was like, let me see what this young guy's about.
Yeah.
I was like, if it's okay with you, I'm going to do it live. Because I've worked live many times. Yeah. And he's like, yeah, for sure, go ahead. And because I started doing electrical with live wire.
Yeah.
And
ballsy.
Yeah, it got pretty crazy at first.
Yeah.
And so I hooked it up. 10 minutes, 15 minutes. I told him I charge $50 an hour. It's up to you if you want to do it. I'll do it. We could get started. If not, no hard feelings.
Yeah.
He's like, no, you're here. You know what you're doing. Do it. So I got his shit up and running within 15 minutes. He still paid in full the hour. I was like, cool. I was like,
go.
Exactly. And so I took that as a good omen. I was like, all right, I got my foot in the door. He sees what I'm about. Let's check out the rest of this property that he was showing me initially.
Yeah.
Motherfucker.
And so when he was showing me, I was like, what's that leverage that I have that really not many other people have?
Yeah.
Because other people are coming in, I do Instacart and I do this and I do that. I work in the office. I was like, okay, I see where they're at. I could save him money, or if not, gain him dividends with saving him electrical work in the long run.
Right.
So then I pulled out that shit. He's like, you know what? I'll take you into consideration. I followed up today with a little message, and I was like, hey, I know there's a lot of competition out there, but you're aware of the electrical work I'll provide. I also wanted to let you know there's no pets or dogs. So this just goes out. If you want something, think of any which way you could do it.
Yeah.
Like every angle, every this is a fight.
Yeah.
Because in California, there's competition up the ass.
That's facts.
So if you're not really out to get it, stay your ass at home. Save your time, save your money.
Yeah. You said it right, dog.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to use that line,
but for real, apartment hunting, house hunting is real out here.
Oh, for sure.
Man, it's pricey than a motherfucker.
Yeah. That's why I gotta start now, bro. My shit's up I think in April, end of April or June.
Yeah.
One of those months, a couple months in. But, that shit goes by fucking quick, dude. So I gotta get on that shit quick and see what the fuck's up. I gotta get some moves going, bro.
Yeah, I gotta talk to you about that off air. And then I gotta talk to you about something off air too. But there was a lot of other stuff I wanted to get to. I wanna do another episode if that's cool.
Yeah, I'm cool.
Tight. So yeah, thank you guys for coming. I appreciate it.
Here we go.
Thank you guys for watching. Yeah, that last segment was perfect. I mean, I'm gonna use that shit in my life. You know what I mean? I'm gonna use like the leverage shit. You need that.
Any
it's
leverage,
all about competition. That's facts.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So thank you guys for watching. Appreciate it. If you guys can please like, subscribe, comment, share, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Later.
Laters.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's what's up. Well, dude, I keep forgetting to bring it up, but